Okay, we're going to start with 25 hundredths here and 5 and 46 hundredths here. Okay, I'm going to move the decimal over here and I'm going to move it over two places here. So what I've done is just multiplied the outside by 100 and multiplied the inside by 100. So now I'm going to rewrite this and set it up for long division as 546 divided by 25. Okay, I know that 25 times 2 is going to get me 50. I'll subtract, get 4, bring down my 6. I know that 25 times 1 is going to get me 25. And when I subtract here, I get 21. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to see if I get a terminating or repeating decimal. So I'm going to place a decimal here and here. And I'm going to place a 0, and I'm going to bring it down. Now I'm looking at 25 times what gets me close to 210 without going over. Well, I know that it's going to be 8 because 8 times 5 is, 8 times 25 is 200. And I have 10. And so now I want to bring down another 0 to see what we get. And I know that 25 times 4 actually gets me 100. So I get an answer of 21 and 84 hundredths as my quotient. Okay, let's look at 57 and 82 hundredths divided by 784 thousandths. Okay, so first I'm going to set this up for long division by putting 784 thousandths here, and then I'm going to put 57 and 82 hundredths here. So again, I want my divisor to be a whole number. So to do that, I have to multiply by 1,000 to get the decimal to move over 3 times. And I'll do the same thing here. Now when I do that, I'm going to have a 0 at the end. And so now I'm really going to be looking at 57,820 divided by 784. So I'm going to clean this up here and start the problem. Now, the first thing I'm thinking of is I'm looking at 78, and this is just what's going on in my mind, that I'm looking at that as 80 and then therefore 8, and I'm seeing 57 there. So I think 8 times 7 gets me close to 56. So I'm going to start with 7. So I'm going to put my 7 here, and I know that 7 times 4 is 28, so I'll put down my 8 and carry my 2. And then 7 times 8 is 56, plus 2 more is 58, so I'll put down my 8 and carry my 5. And then 7 times 7 is 49, plus 5 more. It's going to be 54. And now I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to borrow here and regroup and all that good stuff. And so 12 minus 8 is 4, 17 minus 8 is 9, and then 6 minus 4 is 2. I'm going to bring down the 0. Now I'm looking at 784 times what gets me close to 2,940. So I'm going to put down a 3, and we're going to try that. 3 times 4 is 12. I'm going to put down my 2 and carry my 1. 3 times 8 is 24, plus 1 more is 25. I'm going to put down my 5 and carry my 2. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 2 more is 23. And now we'll subtract. Okay, now I'm going to see if this is going to be a terminating or repeating decimal. And so to do that, I'm going to put a decimal here and a decimal here, write a 0, and bring it down. Now, I already know what I'm going to get from what I did there, so I'm going to just try 7 again, and I don't even have to remultiply it because I see right here what I'm going to get. And so I'm going to write this down, and I'm going to subtract. Okay, and so now I have 392, so I'm going to go ahead and bring down another 0. And immediately when I do that, just the first thing that jumps out to me is that it ends in a 0, and I see a 4 here, and I'm already thinking 5. And then when I look at 7, if I think 35, that's just what's in my head, and so that's what I'm going to try. 5 times 4 is 20. I'm going to put down my 0, carry my 2. 5 times 8 is 40, plus 2 more is 42. Put down my 2, carry my 4. And then 5 times 7 is 35, plus 4 more is 39. You have a remainder of 0. And so, yes, your quotient is 73 and 75 hundredths.